Hello everyone and welcome back to Direwolf20's Let's Play, episode number 5, featuring industrial craft, BuildCraft, equivalent exchange, and a handful of other mods that are all working together nice and fun. Today, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with you guys, but I know the first thing I want to do is upgrade these chests. Large chests are great, but equivalent exchange gives us alchemical chests, which are just a whole lot better. As you can see, I'm starting to fill up. I got a bunch of junk in my chests, and while they're not full, I kind of like to organize my stuff a little better than it's organized here, and you can see I'm already running out of room to keep things nice and neat and separated together, and my miscellaneous junk box is definitely filling up as well. So let's get working on the equivalent exchange stuff. So first I'm going to grab my recipe book here and show you guys some of the equivalent exchange recipes that we need. So let me find one or two here real quick. So here we've got the alchemical chest. You can see I need some of the coalescence dust. In the equivalent exchange mod, this dust is used in a few recipes, but its primary purpose is repairing items. So I'm using a mining drill to mine with, so that's not a big deal. I don't need this dust so much because of that. But let's say I had a diamond pickaxe, and I didn't want to use 3 diamonds to make another one. I could use 1 or 2 diamonds to make some coalescence dust, and it would let me repair that diamond pickaxe. But that's the recipe here. We need a couple pieces of smooth stone, diamond, a couple iron ingots, and a chest. So let's go get the recipe for the coalescence dust. And here we go. Got a couple recipes here. You can see there's green coalescence dust, which is made using cobblestone. The light blue coalescence dust, which is made using iron. And the dark blue coalescence dust, which is made using diamond. And there's a couple different recipes for it. Some of them involve the philosopher's stone and glowstone. Others are just, as you can see here. So I'm going to go ahead and make 3 of each, because I'm probably going to want to make 3 alchemical chests. So you can see I take a piece of coal, 2 cobblestone, 2 iron, and 2 diamond here to make those. So let's go get those ingredients. Grab a couple iron, a couple diamond, I got some coal and cobble on me. And it's a shapeless recipe, as you can see. So got my coalescence dust. Excellent. The next thing you guys saw we needed was some smooth stone. So I threw that in my electrical cooker a few minutes ago. Got enough now to get going with it. Gonna need a few more diamonds. Remember when I said equivalent exchange uses a lot of diamonds? Yeah, this is like the cheapest recipe there is. Alright, so I want 3 of these chests. I think I need some normal chests here as well. I'm going to make 1 more. Stick that guy in there. 3 of these. Ta-da! Alchemical chest. 1, 2, 3. Back my extra smooth stone. And let's stick one of these guys down here. So, here's the size of a large chest. Takes up 2 blocks. Here's the size of an alchemical chest. Takes up 1 block. Much, much bigger. And awesome. So I'm going to just lay down my alchemical chests in here and just kind of reorganize my room. And I will be back shortly after doing that, because that's going to be boring and you don't want to watch it. Look how much neater that is. So I'm going to get rid of this old chest here, but you can see I kind of like to keep my coal, redstone, keep my stuff all separated. Now I've got pretty much going to vertically grow these, as you can see I'm doing with my tin here. I've got a lot of tin. So this way I have plenty of room to keep all my items nice and organized. Another nice feature is that you can place 2 alchemical chests right next to each other. They do not combine into 1 chest. But it definitely saves room. One of the annoying things for me is that you can't stick 2 treasure chests, the regular large chests, next to each other. They don't play nice together. So you can see I dumped all my cobblestone into this nice chest here, put my rare stuff and my mod items together right next to each other, and I still have this miscellaneous junk chest, which is actually the chest that's probably the largest fold right now, but I'm going to make another alchemical chest a little bit later. So the next thing I'm going to do, I think, is probably head down to the Nether. I'd like to get some glowstone and build a philosopher's stone, which is another piece of the equivalent exchange mod. So let me get prepared to do that, and I will come back soon. Okay, I think I'm going to build my portal room right here next to my machine room. So I'm going to build this out just a little bit here, and I will be back shortly once I've dug out a nice little room here. Okay, sometimes I do like to build a pretty fancy portal room just because it's fun to do that, but today I'm going with the very basic, straightforward room here. Nothing too crazy or fancy. And let's build a couple of slabs. Should be good for now. Let's get to work. Nice. And I'm just building some slabs here because I like to make it easy to get into my portal. Let's see where this thing dumps me. And through the wonders of editing, we now have the Nether. Oh, well, conveniently it put me right next to some glowstone. That's nice. Wow, very right next to some glowstone. Not a bad location if I do say so myself. Sometimes I would typically build a little fort out here in the Nether, where just surrounding my portal, so that when I do come back out here later, I can, you know, be safe. I'm not going to do that right now. Right now I'm just going to collect some glowstone and head on back into the real world. I might do some more Nether exploration later. Gotta love the mining drill. Okay, that's good for now. Just want to grab a little bit of glowstone. There's a couple items I want to make now that are part of equivalent exchange. You might have noticed that for the most part I'm focusing on industrial craft. I will be going into equivalent exchange further later on in the Let's Play series, but the equivalent exchange items are very powerful, and I'm trying to play industrial craft a little vanilla for right now and just feature that mod first. The equivalent exchange items are also very expensive, and therefore I don't have resources to go nuts with all those crazy awesome items. So let me organize my inventory real quick and I will be back. Okay, I think I have everything I need here. So the first item I want to make is a slime ball. Very nice. Thank you, Equivalent Exchange, for not making me hunt down slimes. And with the slime ball, we can now make the Philosopher's Stone. Very cool item. Lots of fun. I'll go into the features of that in a moment here, but another thing I want to build real fast is a glowstone aggregator. This guy will create glowstone for me, and a nice little item. I'm going to stick it in my chest room right now just because, why not? This thing needs light around it to function properly. So you can see it's fully filled up here with the light resource. So by putting torches around it. It works pretty great. And all I need to do, grab some cobblestone, drop it in there, and this will slowly but surely convert this cobblestone into glowstone. Not glowstone dust, but glowstone. Takes a few minutes per cycle, so it's not an extremely fast process. Further in this Let's Play series, you'll see me building a good number of these. In my equivalent exchange series that I did prior to this Let's Play, I featured a room where I had about a dozen of these aggregators, all going at once, connected with some BuildCraft pipes. It was really cool. Definitely recommend you guys check that out if you're interested in seeing how awesome these glowstone aggregators can do. So that's the glowstone aggregator. I just wanted to get that cooking for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and drop off my glowstone. These guys down here for now. And let's take a look at the philosopher's stone real quick. I'm not going to use it to actually do anything too serious, but I do want you guys to see how it works. So I'm just going to go a little bit away from my house. Right now, the item in my inventory that I have the most of is cobblestone. I have over 100 cobblestone sitting right here, and 102 to be exact. And that's the item I have the most of. The philosopher's stone looks in your inventory, sees what item you have the most of, and for now, I have some redstone on me. If I right-click on the ground, it will build a 3x3 wall. Pretty cool. If I charge this item up, you see it has 4 charge levels. I don't want to have to clean up the mess I'm about to make if I use all 4 charge levels, so I'll just use 1 charge level, and right-click, create a bigger wall. So imagine what all 4 charge levels will build you, and you'll see why I didn't want to do that. So let me clean this up real quick. All clean. It also comes with another mode called extension mode. If you press G, it'll switch to extension mode, and now it'll just extend a wall. So instead of stacking it right on top, it just extends it like that. Ta-da! Very nice. So, gonna clean this up, and just wanted you to know that I made the philosopher's stone, and it's used in a lot of the alchemical recipes in equivalent exchange. It allows you to convert iron to gold and gold to diamond. Bunch of cool things like that, and it's required for a lot of the stuff going on in equivalent exchange. So without further ado, I'm going to go find something else to show you guys. One more cool thing the philosopher's stone can do if you have glowstone in your inventory. I just went and grabbed some. Shoot an animal with it by left clicking, and it turns into another animal. Oh, ran out of my glowstone. Yep. So that's cool and a lot of fun. Well, this is too funny not to show. I came down into my mining caves and was doing a little mining, wanted to gather a few more resources here before I do anything else, and found an underground lake with a ton of squids in it. So I'm guessing you guys can see that pretty clearly. There's a few more down here. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, that's all. Well guys, I don't know how clearly you might be able to see this before I light up this room, but I just found a, oh boy, zombie spawner, and my sword just broke. Remember I said I should have gotten a diamond sword? Yeah, I probably should have actually done that. So, cool. Also a little bit of diamond right up here, which is nice. Make myself an iron sword real quick and explore this cave a little bit if I find anything really interesting. Wow, more diamond. Alright, nice cave. If I find anything more interesting, I will come back and report on it. That's a pretty cool natural formation. You can see there's lava flowing down the wall here. It ran into some flowing water and made some cobblestone to block itself off, and now the water flowing here is making a bunch of obsidian. So just a neat little natural formation here. So I'm actually run into an instance where my backpack and my diamond drill both run out of juice, and I still have some of this cave to explore. I haven't finished checking this whole area out here. So what I'm going to do, pulse my portal, get back to my base, but I'm not going to close my portals, I'll leave them open. head over to my MFE, which I've been playing this game for a while now, and it's still not fully charged. So you can appreciate how much juice the MFE actually holds. Let that guy charge up real quick. And I'm actually going to drop off some of my ore that I found all down there. Give me some inventory. I'm going to drop off my backpack. That's going to take a moment to charge up. So while that charges, I'm going to go drop off a couple items here. You can see I found my inventory a little bit. Backpack's charged, ready to go. Head back down, pick up right where I left off. See how awesome the portal gun mod can be? Okay, just wrapped up some mining. You can see I got a handful more diamonds, a good amount of more materials here. Just dropped a bunch of stuff in my macerator, and my electric furnaces are cooking away. Oh, that sounds a little bit more for you guys. So, things are cooking. One thing I want to do right now is fix some of my wiring. Anybody who was paying attention in my second or third video when I wired all these machines together might have found out that I did it wrong. Look at this mess that I made. I mentioned in my last video that these wires, when electricity is traveling along them, after 5 blocks, they can no longer transmit energy. They reduce the energy they transmit. So every 5 blocks, you lose 1 energy unit per second of energy transfer. So this pattern here, with these things all over the place, is very inefficient. So I'm going to clean this up. See, I turned off my sound here because these machines were getting kind of loud, with me being right next to them and all. And not actually, well, yeah, I'll leave that running. Okay, so that is a little bit more efficient. Without those wires running underneath, that saves me some issues that I was running into. I probably was wasting energy by doing what I was doing earlier. Something else, if you paid attention, I was also doing the same thing over here to these guys. Not a nice thing to do. So I'm just going to run my wire right along the top here. And one more thing I want to do, I mentioned earlier, you saw, every 5 units we lose energy. So a good way to resolve that is by placing another bat box here. If I stick a bat box right here, then I'll be able to kind of stick all the energy into the bat box, and then it counts as a new distribution method, and I'll lose less energy units. So let me build one of those guys real quick. Gonna need some batteries. Tin. Okay, so it's always a good idea not to let your wires get too long. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, roughly 9 blocks of wire running here, and that is a little bit inefficient. I'm probably losing a little bit of energy because of that, but I'm not going to lose sleep over that small amount of energy loss. I'm going to stick the bat box like so that our output is there. Grab my wires and put them here. So now energy's flowing in very quickly. If I can make it in time, I want to measure how much energy is flowing through that wire. I'm going to wager it's 31 units of energy. Let's see how right I am. Well, I think I was a little slow, and besides with these macerators running and the fact that it's the voltage differences here, I wasn't able to accurately measure how much energy was flowing through there. Yeah, it's full now. So let's just go ahead and lock this guy into place, get these guys running again. So now we've got less energy loss as a result of this guy. Cool. Alright, so fixed my wiring here. And going to turn my sound back up a little bit. I think this is a good stopping point for episode 5. I'm going to wrap up here and get working on episode 6 for you guys. So I hope you're enjoying this Let's Play series. If you are enjoying it, please spread the word, get some people out here and checking out these videos. They are a bit of work to produce, so I do enjoy the fact that you guys are leaving comments and have a lot of nice things to say about how much you're enjoying these videos.